it's time for Yoga with Jenny. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're working on breathing this week, so that'll manifest in many different ways. So let's start on our hands and knees. I've got visitors today joining us. Go ahead and plant your hands. Inhale, arch your spine, let your belly lengthen without completely flopping down. Exhale, round your back. Inhaling to stretch your body in the front. Exhale, stretch your body in the back. A couple more times, just breathing and moving your body. Find a more neutral position. Take a nice deep breath. Feel your spine lengthen, elongate from head to tail. Exhale to draw in around the waist, in around your belly. Ribs lift up into your body. Extend arm and leg opposites. Hold as you breathe. Feeling, sensing that movement of your breath, even in the stillness. Then begin to move elbow to opposite knee as you blow the breath out. Inhale, extend, and breathe in. And as you touch down, move your spine again. Cat and cow. And as you come back to find that more neutral posture, even in the stillness, there's breathing, there's movement. Your body expands all around as you inhale and contracts as you exhale. Picture a balloon filling and emptying. Add your movement of your limbs and your spine. Back to moving with all four limbs. Crossing the feet, roll over the shins, come to your seats. Pad your seat if you have a more prominent tailbone, like I do. You're gonna roll back. Again, same rhythm, contract, pull in, exhale. Inhale, rise up, expand. Exhale, contract. And inhale, sitting up tall. So today, taking that kind of track that movement is healing. Find your rhythm. You can always let go of your legs, makes it harder. And then if you're feeling your low back, just stick with this position with your heels plugged down or lift your feet up in the air. In the stillness, find that breath movement. There's not as much loosening. We're still holding on with our strength, but also moving. The ribs moving like an accordion. One more breath. Come forward this time, roll over your shins once again, and step back, downward facing dog. Move for a couple of breaths. And then come into relative stillness. And we're going to do the same thing here, coming into movement first. Coming forward, plank pose. And then when you're ready, lifting back up. So it could be inhale forward. Could be exhale up. Either way, just establish your rhythm and fulfill that breath. So in other words, long and full. Deep in the sense that you're moving. Ribs, belly, chest, and back. One more time, come forward, and then we'll hold here. Relative stillness. Still moving. Knees down plank if you like for a nice transition. Rest for a couple of breaths here on your belly. You can rock from side to side, or simply turn your big toes inward, just resting the lower back, resting the pelvis on the mat. Before coming into position for cobra, tops of feet on the mat, but the legs are relatively engaged without tucking the butt under and hardening. We're going to move first and hold second. And pause. The top of your cobra. Doesn't have to be the biggest cobra ever. You could test, can you take your hands off the mat? You could press up as long as you don't exaggerate the neck. And then come back down, pressing up with your strength. Make your way to downward facing dog. We'll take a walk forward. Feet come to hands. If you struggle to touch the floor, grab a block or a yoga bolster blanket, whatever you need to hold your hands with as you lengthen your spine, flat back. Inhale, exhale, bow. Feeling that same rhythm in the spine as in cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then pause at the top of your inhale, pausing with the spine long and flat, engaging your belly up into your body. Doesn't tuck you under, just lifts to support. Then drape down. Put a bend in the knees, tailbone slides down towards the heels, roll it up. We're going to inhale, reaching, and exhale, hands to your heart. Let's repeat that. Just feel the stretch through the sides and the shoulders as you continue to breathe and move. Coming into your half sun salutes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to come up as you inhale. Hands together. So the rhythm, the speed is dependent on your speed of your breath. 2 more times. One more. Adding on. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart light. Exhale, hands plant. Down dog. Breathe in, moving forward. And exhale to come on down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale to come forward. Breathe in, lift up halfway. And forward fold. Breathe in to stand. Nice and tall. Hands together. 2 more times. Just simply, again, follow your breath. So I'm not going to talk minimum of cueing here, but just feel your inhale is one movement. Your exhale is the next movement. Ardha Uttanasana. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. And down to your belly. Cobra. And back down. Pause here, wait. And lift up as you exhale. Hop, skip, or jump forward on your exhale. And bow. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Roll up through your body. And exhale, hands together. We're going to keep going. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, set your knees down. Turning, if you want to the long edge of your mat. Step one leg wide, breathing into your gate pose. Remain long, remain tall. Try not to just get down low. We're trying to create more capacity to breathe by staying long and then breathing into that open space. Come back up. reverse the position. Lift that top leg up. It's half moon kneeling. And we're going to move with the breath similar to on hands and knees. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull together. Knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, pull together. Stretching and elongating. Stay here if you want. If you would like, transition to your side plank. Keep this rhythm going. Reach. And exhale, pull together. Add the top leg if you're up for that. It's more than just my leg, it's my center pulling together, finding that rhythm of the breath. One more. Take it and stretch it up and around, downward dog. Plank pose. And lower. Cobra. And down dog. We have our second side turning. If you like, again, to step to the wide part of your mat, other side reaching up and over, gate pose. So flat screen is a little bit of a funny perspective, but maybe if you can look to the side, if you have somebody nearby who can help you, notice whether your body is turning or twisting or kind of one part comes out. Reach long in line with your spine. Sometimes less is more. Stay high. That lateral breathing. Lift the top leg up, half moon kneeling, breathe. And then stretch overhead and begin to move with your breath. Like that traditional bird dog or tiger leg extension. Last one. Now stay here, stay with that movement, or join me in your full side plank. And even moving just the arm and the body. Stretching long on your inhale, pulling in as you exhale. Or adding your top leg and your body. A little too far away. Last time. Reaching up and over to downward facing dog. Forward to plank pose. And lowering down. Cobra. And back to downward dog. Good, let's come forward to your feet. Plant your feet mindfully. Make sure they're parallel. Be mindful about your knees. Make sure they are parallel. Bend the knees, roll up through the spine. Deep breath in, grow. Nice and tall. And exhale, sit the hips back and down, chair pose. So first we're in stillness. And then we're going to work on, again, that breath work with the core. Exhale to twist. Notice my knees didn't shift. Inhale, center. Grow long. Other side. Coming back. One more time to each side. Center and bow. Lengthen your spine and exhale to move. Stepping it back. If you're a person who jumps, you can always add jumping. This is a gentler, lower to the ground vinyasa flow where we tap our knees and lower, lift only as far as cobra. But if you're interested in upward facing dog, you can always modify. Back down to the knees. This time working the front hip opening. Did a little bit of this last week. So as I come forward a little bit into my Anjane, my body lifts up. Inhale. As I exhale, I pull back and in through my center, not sticking my butt out behind me. Inhale, move forward, lengthen. And then just shift your weight back and pull in at the center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Just shaping it a bit. If you want to make this a little bit trickier to hold, lift up your back knee, stay long and tall through your spine. Toning the abs, squeezing the buttocks a little bit. We're activating your glutes. And then we'll touch back down. Downward facing dog. And this is that chance for that flowing grouping of movements known as the vinyasa. And we'll set the other knee down. Coming forward and up, inhale. Into your lunge. Exhale, pull back and in. Inhale. Opening, lengthening in the hip. Pulling in with the core without hinging at the hip. So it's just finding more core support with your breathing. Last time, resting in that open, elongated lunge or lifting up. I'm still really working that back hip, front hamstrings, lifting my belly. Coming back and rest or flow. Back to your seat, or I should say make your way to your seat. We'll lift, wrapping one leg around, making sure that your seat is planted, both sides, lifting and turning into a seated spine twist. With an emphasis on hip opening here, so turning your knee in so that the muscles in the back of the hip are now lengthening. And staying tall as you breathe. Unwind back to center and switch the way your legs are crossed. Lift up and grow tall as you twist. Remember to try to hug that knee in towards your belly. Notice the way your breath slows as the movement slows and gets lower to the ground. Good. Come to lie on one side of your body, and you can pad your head if you need a little bit of height. Knees, hips, shoulders stacked. Turn this top side open. Breathe. For the heart opening here, think of not allowing yourself to just cheat and put your hand down. Hand stays above the mat. Shoulder moves back. And then the breath. All the way, feeling that torso three-dimensionally. Come back around and roll onto your second side. Good. Turning around onto your backs. We're going to rest in a nice, again, open-hearted position. So I personally like to rest on a skinny yoga bolster lengthwise. And if you find that your neck is tense when you're resting on that, your head may need more height. So you can always combine the bolster with a blanket. Lay yourself down. Hips are on the mat, not on the bolster. Lie back and rest into that support. What that means is we're going to try to take our shoulders back. Again, that heart is open. You don't necessarily need to open your legs. You can straighten them or bend them. Let your awareness sink deeper within. Noticing how just practicing with an awareness of your breath has changed how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. What you're experiencing today. And then focus back in on your breath. The simple movements that are happening, that are part of your breathing. Ribs, chest, belly, back body. If your legs are outstretched, bend them. If your arms are open, bring them in. If you're up on a height like I am, roll off. Bring yourself back up. And my hope is that practicing a little bit more in tune with the breath today helps you to feel a little bit more centered, calm, and ready to take on the rest of your day. May we be happy, may we be at peace, may we be healthy, and may we live with more ease in our body, mind, and heart. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you again.